entrance and then start to charge their way, and they will do exactly that. Finally, a frag on the board for NRG. The exchanges continue. Now it's a 3 versus 2.
Ooh, down to Stannis Lawn now in the 1 versus 2. Lots of time to make this one work. Swings around the corner, catches Freeman out in the open, leaving Bentet alone. However, the bomb needs to be collected by Stan, and Bentet will land a great shot.
Trying to smoke them off, actually. He'll get a kill out of it, but that's given NRG some position. I suppose he's looking to conserve his life rather than take position. And now we've got one of the T's by Old Bomb making their way towards CT spawn.
And I do like this kind of panic smoke to get that defense, or keep the defense alive in terms of there being 5 players. But here you can see the downside of it. You do have to worry about the potential to go in towards that B bomb site from CT spawn. And with a couple kills, all of a sudden, it's a very dangerous NRG. Sure, they are very low on HP, but Tyloo only have 2 players left to try to defend this one. The bomb is lost towards the outside. However, that needs to be collected, and somebody is going to find a kill towards Ivy, which does lighten the load somewhat, but there is still so much ground to be covered for the likes of Attacker, who will slowly move towards Connector. In the meantime, somebody simply just has to guess correctly as to where his opponents will be, and timing, it is a harsh mistress in a game of Counter-Strike. And speaking of which, there we go, James. Somebody will go down. The timing did not favor him at all, but the MP9 on Attacker is still going to be a good shout for Tyloo to be able to save this round.
25 seconds on the clock for Attacker. That bomb needs to get planted. The bomb's on the floor at the moment. Ethan collects it, but where does he choose to go? He's here with Cirque. Attacker just waiting. Spots Cirque. That's a big frag for him. Ethan's only got 10 HP. Spots his head. Surely 10 seconds to go now. Ethan has no idea, and the round will just about be saved. And maybe there's a rifle upgrade from Stanislaw. When NRG are better equipped, maybe they can bait Tyloo into standing on top of that train near Connector if they throw the smoke to Connector, which is from the top above the B bomb site. Somebody's down to 22 HP. I don't know if he must have got his head shot through the corner of the mouth there, which NRG will be aware of, so he may get targeted. 35 seconds now. NRG must die in this situation, or at least plant the bomb. Otherwise, they get no loss bonus, and they definitely want to have that. So at some point, they'll want to run to their doom. But the longer round here will force more utility to be used than otherwise. And as you can see, somebody has been taken out. Now, Stan had a brief change flashes. He'll eat the second one. He's been seen now, and there he goes. He's been taken out. Attacker unable to respond either, which only leaves somebody in maybe a position to do something. But with a UMP, that doesn't look so likely. 3 versus 5 situation now for Tyloo to try and deal with. There are 60 seconds on the clock. They could still steal away this round, but NRG have all the angles. It seems there'll be no cheeky stop of a plant on this occasion. Very nice from NRG in a very strong position to take their first round. And the money's not perfect for Tyloo, so they may be onto eco territory very quickly indeed. That was close to a headshot, but not quite. Bentet's got to hold on to this M4A4 if he can.
Halt NRG from building anything from what they've set themselves up for, which is
from the main position when you get mollied out of the ladder room. 35 seconds. Now, how can Tyloo use their utility to thwart the advances of NRG? That's one way to do it, or is it through the flame circle get a frag? Fancy still on the site, but that's a little less cover now. Bentet rotating towards the A-bomb site as well. So it's a 4v5 situation in favor of NRG, made better by Breeze.
Still, though, time is really an issue, but unfortunately for Summer on the bomb train, can't get anything done. Attacker has to defend, and he can't. And wow, NRG, I felt...
So, yeah, all of a sudden, everything has been made a lot more difficult for Tyloo. And it's weird, when you win those scrappy rounds, regardless of the equipment of your opponent, you've got like one person survive and so on. It's so hard to go back to a full buy quickly, especially on the CT side. Can allow your teammate, your opponent rather, to catch up, and that's certainly happened here. I'm not sure if that was a collateral we saw earlier from Cirque, but it is an anti-eco.
Yeah, and it's. Ooh, I was gonna make the point that Attacker's going to try to get another one, maybe of a chance there. So with a pistol, oh my goodness. Attacker finds himself a second kill. That is not too shabby. Looking to try to do whatever he can to make it a little bit more difficult for NRG. But
which is
Eastern Europe.
Yeah. But never mind. Somebody is dead. So is Attacker, so is Freeman, so is Stanislaw, Hurricane Breeze. I don't know what else to say. That's absolutely crazy. What the hell's going on? Bentet is in Connector in a 1 versus 2 situation. Very fast push into the A-bomb site from NRG, and it is a war of attrition just down to Ethan now and Bentet. The bomb near E-box. I don't know if Bentet's seen it. Goes for a second plant as well, which gives him extra time, and that's going to be a free one for Bentet. A much needed round, but again, while Tyloo win the round, once more they only survive with one player. That's a big problem for them. Look at the money on NRG. Before this defuse comes in, Stan has just shy of $10,000 in the bank. This is
big flash coming in, but it will not cover for Ethan, and they have opportunities. They just need to find some crazy clutches, or perhaps NRG, maybe if they are to make mistakes, Tyloo can capitalize. And here comes NRG once again. Benset close with the AK, gets himself a quick triple. That is fantastic. The bomb's down on the ground as Breeze now has to make quick work as he moves towards
oh my days.
a bomb site, but oh my goodness, Cirque, he's an absolute monster! Oh my god! They seem down and out. They can always find some value. And you can see the teasing there for Ethan, but ultimately there's no way that... So there we go. Safety has been found.
No attacking, no, they're not going to really even try towards the end of other rounds that they've lost, but I really think that they could benefit from collecting a weapon or two. Trying to get a cheeky frag over the smoke is not quite going to work out, and NRG will simply stream into the bomb site, and the round is over. It's a 3 versus 5. However, Tyloo aren't really even in a position to try and save some weapons because NRG are on both bomb sites and it will be a complete elimination. There's no answer.
She found herself a cheeky position here in the smoke. Tarek will spot him, and maybe that's the best opportunity now gone for any damage for the likes of Tyloo.
Too many eco rounds in this half of Tyloo.
Yeah, I don't think they've had North once yet. What's truly scary as well is that NRG have found End of Ivy.
The scope warns of some problems here. Surprised he didn't land that one. Had a chance to. Breeze has got the information. Attacker has the bomb, however. Breeze maybe looking for more CT cover. Might look for more than one frag in this position as he realizes he must have an advantage. There is the first one. He knows that one player is in main and only 2 others are on the board at the moment. Breeze taken off the board for the time being. 2 versus 3 now, and Attacker, see how he chooses to position. See Stan looking for some information. There are a few places that Attacker may have gone to. And man advantage now disappearing. Attacker makes his presence known once again, and Freeman's got an off angle, so Attacker only needs to worry about one position, but he hears the footsteps. He's worried himself. Freeman, oh, he's just moved beforehand, but Attacker's still there. He's got the shadow advantage as well. Trying to bait for Freeman, then there it is. There's a delivery. Smart
first half. Tarek, be careful there.
How does he survive?
Breeze, meanwhile, has opened up Ivy, and this is looking very scary. Ethan straight through with Breeze. This is a dangerous situation for Tyloo.
Yeah, we've got a 2-man rotation from NRG through that smoke towards the, well, towards this position right here. The bomb's been dropped in the meantime. Smoke's all over the place. This is inviting variance. We've got somebody in the smoke. We've got Bentet rotating around. So will Ethan even check towards this? Of course he will. Some spray there, some preemptive spray. I don't think he saw anything, but he's just got the smarts. Attacker delivering a kill now. The bomb's still on the floor. Some are picked off in the meantime. They know where Bentet was roughly, or do they? Well, they do now. 1 versus 2. It's Bentet, of course. Can never count him out. Circle on the high ground. Bentet's moved closer to smoke, but he may have heard the footsteps. Does he go up the ladder? Going through the smoke, but Cirque's got the angle.
NRG, though, playing that default again. And, oh, okay, nice flashbang comes in to aid Attacker. Picks up that kill, but trade comes in straight away. That's the MP9 gone. Still 4 players left for NRG as they keep running these defaults, and you can't blame them. They've had so much success.
If you ignore the pistol rounds, Tyloo have not been able to get a consecutive round. It's always been win 1, lose the next one, end up on pistols once more. This time they've got Kevlar as a bonus. 4 versus 4, big headshot from Ethan. Yeah, Tarek there. Look at the synchronization. Beautiful to see. Fantu might get one. Oh, he might catch the bomb actually, but can he cross really? Running out of bullets, got to go for a deep reload. Can't get around the corner, and once again, the angles are there for 2 players. NRG simply outmaneuvering Tyloo in many of these rounds. Some of the executes and executes within the executes, if you know what I mean, have been quite beautiful from NRG in this half, which will soon be over. 1 round remains after this one. And NRG might be good for double figures.
There's a shutdown on something, one of those
yeah.
corporations,
yeah.
ASX. Oof. All right, Tarek will find himself an easy open there. It is towards that A site. Well, whichever it is.
Seems like summer has come and gone. The leaves are falling down. And moving into that main position, but they're still spread out. They don't have any trade frag situations, and he's going to eat that flashbang all day. He may not have even seen the bomb. 5 versus 2 with 29 seconds on the clock, and again, there's just too many man. Freeman gets shot in the back, leaving Bentet alone. He can't really play time with 3 players surrounding this bomb, including the planter. So what on earth does he do? There's one looking for the cover, and it will pop out eventually for a 10-5 to swarm with the numbers towards the site. So far, so good. A P250 for Freeman to take one player out. They wait for the boost and punish the boost. Somebody trying to cut off the rotation as well. Nothing but frags for Tyloo. What a turnaround. The bomb's been planted as well.
Yeah, they've done a really good job here. 4 versus 2. Surely this is too much for NRG. We'll have to see. Ethan will make his way forwards, looking for the headshots again. Great mechanics on Mr. Ethan, but he can't quite find the headshots. There's one, though, as now Stan is looking to get himself into the action. And with Ethan distracting on the side, they've managed to get themselves into a 2 versus 2. Now Stan has everything to do, but
no smokes, no molotovs, nothing, and that is going to be very costly indeed. 2 players being tagged as a HG up top. This could be disastrous for Tyloo.
Yeah, the damage is really immense before the bomb's even gone down. So picks off Attacker as he swings through, and they're all so critically weak except Summer. This is going to be very difficult to hold on to. Only somebody is close or really able to stop them from gaining ground on towards the bomb. He's alone, and he'll get taken down by Stan as Summer will rear his head in the upper position, but he does get tagged by the scout despite getting the kill. They simply need more frags, and speaking of Stan with the scout, he's got the head of Bentet. And it looks like there's not too much to be done here. The scouts reign supreme on train as often they can and do. And the bomb will come, the defuse will come in the nick of time for NRG.
Yeah, I think one of the issues that...
So good with that pistol open. And now, pistols against the rifles, and we all know how that tends to go. NRG very active, not really playing that passively, and they'll find themselves a forward kill. Fighting over T main, it's going very well. Tarek with the USP has a little bit of help there from the likes of Cirque. Ooh, good timing on the HE. It's going to find some chip damage onto the likes of somebody in Bentet as they must move forwards as they have to collect the bomb, and Ethan will pick up that one. It's really a free-for-all in terms of who picks up these kills for NRG, and it's going to be 12-6 very shortly. Oh, hello. Somebody's actually crept out. Oh my god, the timing. You can't make it up, James. You cannot make that up. How does he walk forwards there, undetected, and then Tarek?
If you put a molly in the ladder room and you're able to have somebody poke out from main and try and punish a rotation, then that could be what you need to start off. But just like on the first half, NRG get a 5 versus 4 to open the round on the second half.
Yeah, now Stan will spot them moving towards that B bomb site, but already with Summer lost, that's no luck. That can play towards that A site, so they don't have to worry about that energy. And simply just have to take over this bomb site. And you can see right now Charlie trying to creep forwards, but that's a great shot coming in from Breeze to cover Stan for a time, as Freeman will make his way forward, but there's only 2 left now, and the flank is in the hands of Ethan as he comes down the ramp here, biding his time, finds it. Bentet can't defend him, against him, I should say, and it's another
Tyloo at 64. So Tyloo vetoed overpass where they have much better stats in order to allow train open where they have much worse stats, which is something we can maybe look at a little later on. But let's see how this one continues, because Tyloo have finally got an opening frag with plenty of time on the clock. However, they have 1 rifle and a bunch of pistols. Cirque, the online has gone offline in this respect, and now they've got a man advantage, Tyloo, and again they've got time on the clock. But they have to try and keep a mental idea of where these CTs might be. They've got a second rifle. Only 2 of the players have got Kevlar. Summer has the bomb and the CZ-75, and he spotted Breeze. And the bomb's been seen as well, which will keep Stanislaw on the A bomb site. If they can stop the bomb from rotating, they can't. It makes its way into ladder room, and that changes everything. Beautiful angle from Bentet. He knows they're going to rotate. That is fantastic. Better. NRG hold the position. Well, Freeman's starting to peek it now, but somebody's been taken out. And there's a 5 versus 4. There are no smokes at this point for NRG. 3 flashbangs, but they still have plenty of position. They've got the ladder room. Bentet's gone as well. And Attacker's going to lose the bomb if he loses that duel. Finally, it cost them 2 players and half of one with carrying the bomb just to kill a player in ladder room to make way into the B bomb site. Tarek takes 1, leaves Attacker alone now. Can he even plant the bomb? He has to try. Stan's got to go for it with the MP9, and there's a frag for him. He's made a few steps. Oh, he's lining up for a pop flash for his teammate, perhaps. There it is. Beautiful timing. Sees the bomb, but can't get second frag, but Tarek is there. And of course, he's still got a smoke down in the main position in the meantime. He hears them trying to force their way through it, but he can just reposition all day. They're lining up for Breeze. Take a ticket, 1 by 1. Freeman left in main now with 33 seconds on the clock. He needs to find a rifle ideally. He's got a few grenades. He catches Cirque off the angle. 25 seconds. Got to collect the bomb, but where's the last play? It's got to be close. There is the rifle. Standing with a crouch peek. Close, but not quite. It's match point for NRG.
Sometimes these rounds work out. Sometimes the aggression that follows a buy like this works out, but maybe not. As we got Cirque there, doing some good damage. They line up for Breeze once again, but he's only good for the one. The Tarek gets into the mix, but he'll soon be cast aside. Ethan with the high ground there, down to Attacker against two. Such a fast-moving round, which will now slow down as Attacker tries to work out where the remainders of NRG lay. Does have the bomb at the very least.
He does. He's getting flanked, however. And Ethan's playing it safe as well, moving from old bomb to Ivy. Attacker with so many angles to check. Does Ethan hold his position? This is getting very, very wiry indeed. He looks the wrong place at the wrong time.